Hi, everyone, and welcome to Sales Simplified. I'm your host, Kuldeep Singh. So on this show, we're going to explore real-world sales and leadership skills, but, and this is key, maybe not in the way you'd expect. We'll discover how these abilities can truly transform not just your career, but, well, your entire life. Now, look, I know what some of you might be thinking, right? Sales. Ugh, that's not for me. I'm not a salesperson. But let me share a little secret with you. Every single one of us is selling. Every single day. I mean, think about it. When you're convincing your child to do their homework, you're selling the idea of responsibility. When you're negotiating a better deal for your house, you're selling your position. Pitching an idea at work, you're selling your vision. It's all sales, you see? I've spent over a decade selling in these complex international markets, from India to Germany to the UK. And when I started, I thought it was all about hitting targets, just, the numbers. But I quickly learned the most important lesson. Sales isn't about numbers. It's about connection. It's about trust. It's about genuinely understanding people. I once had this client in Germany, and he was completely skeptical of our automation solution. And it wasn't a list of product features that closed that deal. No, it was sitting down, listening, really listening to his deep-seated concerns, building a real relationship, and showing him a story of how our solution would make his life, his work, his day genuinely easier. That single lesson, wow, it's been more valuable to me than any sales tactic. In my work, and in every personal relationship I have. So today, let's simplify this. Let's break it down into a few key skills. Skills that can change anyone's life. First, active listening. Most of us listen with the intent to reply. But a great salesperson, or a great partner, a great parent, they listen with the intent to understand. Second, asking the right questions. It's not about talking. It's about inquiring. The right question at the right time, it can open doors you never even knew existed. In business, yeah, but in your personal life too. Third, handling rejection. In sales, you hear no a lot. And you learn resilience from that. You learn how to reframe a loss into a powerful lesson. Just imagine applying that strength to everyday setbacks. Of course, there's also negotiation, a skill you use when buying a car, asking for a raise, or, even just deciding where to go for dinner. Then there's building genuine relationships, because deals are closed by people, right? Not by companies. And finally, my personal favorite, storytelling. Because facts tell, but stories sell. The ability to tell your own story, that's what makes you memorable, makes you inspiring. You see, the beauty here is that these aren't just sales skills. They're fundamental life skills. So I want to leave you with a small challenge, okay? For just this week, in your conversations, I want you to try listening just a little more deeply. Before you give your opinion, just pause and ask one more thoughtful question. See what happens. I think you'll be surprised by the difference it makes. Thank you for joining me on this first episode of Sales Simplified. If this brought you any value, please hit that like button and subscribe, because we have so much more to cover. Now, here's a question we'd like you to think about. What is the most important sale you have to make in your life right now, and which one of these skills could help you make it?